ICE agents' behavior at local hospitals could be under discussion soon. Legacy Health System has sent the Oregon Nurses Association a cease-and-desist letter after the union publicized concerns about the officers' presence at Legacy Emanuel in North Portland.
Now, Fox 12's Julia Lopez joins us live now from that hospital. So, Julia, what are some of their concerns?
I talked to a union representative who named several concerns raised by nurses at this hospital that span months. He says when agents bring detainees here for care, they frequently violate policy regarding patient privacy and care. Today, the hospital is calling those allegations inaccurate. ICE and Border Patrol agents bringing detainees to Legacy Emanuel Hospital has been alarming nurses for months, according to Peter Starzinski with the Oregon Nurses Association.
Unfortunately, ICE was not following the proper protocols that other law enforcement follow when they're in the hospital.
He says agents have entered in plain clothes without identification, gone into restricted areas with private health information, refused to leave patients' rooms, and rushed the care of detainees against medical advice. In a letter last month, ONA asked the hospital system to intervene.
It doesn't matter if they're in custody. It doesn't matter what their immigration status is. Everybody has those same rights.
Now, Legacy responded with a cease and desist. An attorney for the hospital called ONA's statement misleading, saying nurses are responsible for submitting internal reports when they have a concern. Starzinski says they've been reporting since September.
Nurses have repeatedly reported these concerns to Legacy.
Legacy said its policies are frequently reviewed and to take specific concerns to ICE directly. They added in a statement, quote, "The health and safety of the communities we serve remains our highest priority, and we're committed to providing medical care to everyone who needs it, including individuals who are in law enforcement custody and regardless of immigration or citizenship status." Legacy also wrote that ONA's claims may discourage patients from seeking care.
The bigger concern with scaring people away is having plainclothes, unidentified ICE officers wandering the hospital in places they aren't supposed to.
Starzinski says they've already written up an agreement to address and update hospital policy specific to these DHS concerns, and they're working to set a date with Legacy to discuss. I did reach out to the Department of Homeland Security for comment and have not heard back. Reporting live from North Portland, Julia Lopez, Fox 12 Oregon.